My 2 cents, motherfucker.
What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. It's been a while since I've done a video inside my car. Apparently the last video I did, my Faygo firework review, was my 800th video. It's a lot of fucking videos, and in the early days I did a lot of videos like this in the car. And I've got a little bit of free time, so I figured I would pop on here and talk about something that is really buzzing right now in the Juggalo world. And that is the double standard comment that Violent J made during the ICP Investigates Kottonmouth Kings episode of no, it's not the Patreon anymore, it's the Twitch now. I haven't watched it on Twitch. I don't actually watch a lot of Twitch, so I ended up finding a video on YouTube. It wasn't the full episode, but it had enough of it where I think it was Chucky Chuck that they were talking to, where Jay first mentioned, and my understanding is they talked to Kevin Zinger in that episode as well, and he says it again to him. I don't know, I haven't seen that part of it, but he makes the comment, what would it take for everybody but Brad X, Daddy X, I'm assuming is who that is. I don't know a lot about Kottonmouth Kings because I was never really a big fan of him, but he wanted to know what it would take for everybody but this one person that they were having bad business dealing with reforming and reuniting Kottonmouth Kings. Now, I kind of knew about this beforehand. My brother had reached out to me about it, and right before I had seen Beneath the Dirt's new episode. I haven't watched that yet, but I had seen some people kind of talking about it. So when I watched it, I was like, damn. And I said something to Megs. I said, yo, you remember how Violent J said he wouldn't perform with Dark Lotus because, you know, the personal beef that they're having with Twisted, he wouldn't feel right getting on stage with them. She's like, yeah. I was like, did you know he wants the members of Kottonmouth Kings to work it out and reunite for the fans? She goes, what? I couldn't believe it. Like, let me clarify and state, I 100% understand why he doesn't want to work with Twisted, and I agree. I wouldn't want to either. You know what I mean? I completely agree with his reasonings. You know, they were doing some bad business dealings with ICP. They were, you know, sneak dissing in records. They were signing former members of Psychopathic, essentially stealing talent from the label. And, you know, the personal jab that pretty much broke the camel's back was, you know, signing Young Wicked. I don't fully agree with them having that beef with them on just that, you know, basis there. I honestly think it's all the other things accumulated, and it was kind of building to that point. So I understand, like, why they're not working with them, but to go and say that when there are fans that want them to reunite for Dark Lotus, whether they work this shit out or not, it made me laugh a lot, because the double standards, how do they work? You know what I mean? You know, obviously, I don't know the full story of the whole thing with Kottonmouth Kings, but obviously there's some issues with them, and that's why they are no longer Kottonmouth Kings. But, you know, ultimately I would love for ICP and Twisted to work shit out and do shit together again, but it's going to take everybody involved to sit down, hash it out, explain why they did the things they did, why they said the things that they did, and completely work it out. I'm 150% confident that's not going to happen in the foreseeable future. You know, recently on Shaggy and the Creep Show, somebody super chatted like 2 different times bringing up Twisted, and Shaggy's response told me, like, he's far from, like, forgiving them and reuniting with them. Obviously, we had the shit in the liner notes of Yum Yum Bedlam, and in my review, which I stand corrected now, I had said that they didn't put anything about Twisted in the music, but with the music video for Clown Drippin' coming out, and the visuals that they put in there, basically taking shots at Twisted, pretty much tells me that those lines in the song are about Twisted. So I have to actually recant my statement of them not putting anything about Twisted in the music, because obviously those visuals make it about Twisted. So, but I mean, it is what it is. I wish they didn't put it in the music, because to me, you know, I get it. Yum Yum Bedlam's about betrayal, but to me, Yum Yum Bedlam's more about lust and betrayal. Like, not, you know, not falling for lust and betraying the relationship you're in, or betraying the love that you have for somebody else. That's kind of where my head is within the interpretation of Yum Yum. But you know, we don't know. I don't, honestly, at this point, I don't know what the seeds are going to kind of build on that lore. But yeah, I mean, yeah. But fuck, man, I thought it was funny. But I'm trying to do some more My Two Cents videos. I try to stay away from negative shit, but having the platform that I do, having the audience that I do feel somewhat of an obligation to drop my 2 cents on certain things, because right now the major YouTubers out there, they're all focused on this side, and there's really nobody on this side to offer counter arguments to that. You know, the whole buckshot thing that happened recently, I'm on the opposite side of CPN, and I don't know if TPE's made videos about it. I'm sure they have. And the whole Tech9 thing, I'm on the opposite side of them as well. So it's kind of like there's that obligation to make some My 2 Cent videos to kind of counterbalance the side that they're on, because, you know, I can offer a different perspective, maybe, and maybe people agree with me. I don't know. But I do want to start doing more My 2 Cents. A lot of times I just get home and it's kind of like, I'd rather just play on my Switch. So I had a free chance here. Figured I'd just do it old school style in the car. So maybe this will happen more. Maybe not. I gotta go home and edit this yet. Put the My 2 Cents intro. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole reuniting with Kottonmouth Kings reuniting, and Violent J's kind of double standard statement. I found it hilarious. Like, I don't think he's an asshole for saying it. I just found it funny that he's in a similar situation, and he sees it from his perspective on that one, but then the Kottonmouth Kings one, he's seeing it from a fan's perspective, which there's so many fans that want ICP and Twisted, or Dark Lotus, I guess you could say, to essentially do what he's asking of Kottonmouth King members. I found it funny. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, what you guys thought about it. Let's try to keep it peaceful. That's hard to do these days. But yeah, tell me your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.